What's good, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the worst coworkers at Amazon. Before we get started, a couple of things. One, I'm live streaming this Sunday at 4 p.m. CST, so make sure you are prepared for that. Go ahead and have your notifications on so you can see as soon as I'm live. But two, as well, if you are any of these worst coworkers, do not feel guilty about it. I am not trying to personally attack you. Don't feel bad about it or anything like that. This is just a fun video, just a little list video as always. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video now. So number one on the worst list of coworkers, I would have to say the loud ones in the break rooms. That is whether they are talking really loud in a group, like yelling in a group, or whether it's the ones that watch TikToks on their phones absurdly loud with the volume fully up, or maybe the ones that play their music extremely loud in the break room. Just whoever is being loud in the break room. It is one of the worst and most annoying things about working at Amazon is when you have people that are super loud in the break room. Now at my facility, this hasn't been a problem for a long time now, but I remember when I first started working here, like my first month or two, I do remember I would go to the break room and there would be people just like watching TikTok on their phone extremely loud. And it was just a little bit cringe to me, but that's the first one that I can say is the people who are loud in the break rooms for sure. Number two, this one is going to be for all my stowers. It is the flirty water spiders. I don't know if there's flirty water spiders in pack or not, but I know for sure that it is a running joke at an Amazon warehouse that the water spiders are just extremely flirty and try to flirt with everyone. If you're an inbound stow, and especially if you're a woman in inbound stow, there's a good chance that you've been flirted with by an Amazon water spider before. I don't know what it is about the water spiders, but they just love to flirt a lot, and they'll literally sit there and just flirt all day and not give work to anybody. They'll just be flirting the entire time. I don't know what it is about the water spiders, but it's built in their DNA to be extremely, I guess, flirtatious, if that's a word. I'm not sure, but they're definitely one of the worst though, because you're not getting work when they're flirting, and if you are getting work, they're giving you all the big items so they can give the small items to the people that they're flirting with, and it's just not a good situation. Number three, the manager who takes their job too serious. Now I do understand it is your job and it is your career, especially if you're like an area manager or higher up than that. It definitely makes sense to take your job serious, don't get me wrong, but there are some managers who take it way too serious, like the ones that give no leeway at all on TOT or anything like that, the ones who will write you up for every little rule that you break, even if you had an excuse. Like let's say you fell below the bottom 5%, but you had no work for that entire day and you were getting nothing but really huge items for the entire day, but you fell below the bottom 5% because of that. The managers that'll write you up for that still and not excuse you from it, taking their job way too serious. The ones who are constantly telling people to get off their phones, even if they're like in the break room or if they're already clocked out and leaving the building, because I've seen managers like that before. I've seen them on the Reddit as well. Just as an example, I just read this post this morning, but somebody said that there was a like if y'all are in Texas, you all will already know this because it happened around my area too. There was tornadoes all throughout Texas last night in a big storm. Well, I'm recording this on Tuesday, so technically a few days ago, but there was a bunch of storms last night and a lot of tornadoes as well. And there was somebody who clocked out and they were about to leave, but they had to go talk to HR. And while they were going to talk to HR, building got told to go into a huddle inside the tornado safety areas because there was a tornado warning, and they did that, and the person was calling their family to tell them like, hey, like I'm stuck at work and I might not be able to leave because there's a tornado coming. And a manager was yelling at the person to get off your phone, and the person said no, like they said like it's an emergency, I'm calling my family, I'm not even clocked in right now, so why are you telling me to get off my phone? And then the manager was like, no, like you just get off your phone, I don't care what your situation is, get off your phone. Even though that person was trying to contact their family during a tornado, they still didn't want them on their phones, despite that being pretty much an emergency situation. And then that person just went up and left, and I don't blame them. They left the building completely. I don't blame them at all. But yeah, the managers who take their jobs way too serious, big L in my opinion. Number four, the cherry pickers. Now this could be water spiders and it could also be stowers as well. Regardless of what it is, the cherry pickers at Amazon, I really don't like them. Those are the people who go and cherry pick the absolute best, the smallest items. If you're in stow, your water spider sometimes will cherry pick for you. They'll go into other people's pallets and find all the small items and then give them to you. Or stowers themselves will do that sometimes. If they're getting nothing but big items, they'll go into other people's pallets and go pick from their pallets and find all the best items from other people's pallets, or pallets that are waiting to eventually be put into the whips. It doesn't matter what it is. Like I said, it could be water spiders or stowers. course, whoever is doing it, I do not like cherry pickers. They're ruining the work for everyone else. It is extremely selfish to cherry pick, and also at the same time, it's kind of just pointless. Like, at the end of the day, rate isn't that important, so I feel like cherry picking is pointless and it's just really selfish. That's why I put the cherry pickers in the worst coworkers. But for the last one, for number 5, that is the early break roomers. I didn't know how to say this, but the people who go to break extremely early. There's people who do this at my facility all the time. They'll go like 20 minutes before break starts and they'll grab their stuff and all of their friends' stuff and they'll put it all over the tables all throughout the break room, especially in the smaller break rooms. They'll do that at my facility. I've seen people go like 20 minutes early, so they'll grab everyone's stuff, they'll go put the stuff on the tables, and then they'll go walk back to their station, and then they'll leave when it's break time. And that means that everyone who goes and tries to sit down, they'll go into the break room and see that stuff's all put over all the tables already, and they're like, okay, so this break room is taken. And then they gotta leave and find another break room. I cannot stand when people do this. Now look, I don't blame the people who go to break like 5 minutes early or like 7 minutes early. I don't blame those people because the break rooms, to be honest, are hectic and there's barely any room in a lot of the break rooms, especially when there's a lot of people going to break at once. So I don't blame you if you go to break early. I do it sometimes myself as well. Sometimes I'll go like 3 minutes early. But the people who go 20 minutes, 30 minutes before break is about to start and they put all their stuff and all of their friends' stuff on all the tables basically to claim those spots, I cannot respect you. I do not. I can't stand when people do that. I hate it so much. And honestly, if you were one of those people, I can't respect that. I just can't respect that at all. At least go like 5 minutes early, but to go like a whole 20-30 minutes early, cannot respect it at all. But with that being said, that's the end of this list and the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy it, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe down below if you're not already, turn your post notifications on as well. And again, live stream this Sunday, go ahead and check that out. And if you're not already subscribed to my other channel, go ahead and check that out as well, Nathan Padilla. And most importantly, maybe not most importantly, but it is really important to me, please join my Discord. As I'm recording this, we are at 121 members, trying to get to about 200 hopefully soon. So please join my Discord. If you have any Amazon questions or you want to talk about anything Amazon related, go ahead and join my Discord. We have all of the Amazon information in there as well. And then we also have a lot of general chat. I feel like before it was mostly Amazon related, but there's also a lot of general chat as well where we just talk about food, video games, TV shows, all those types of things. So go ahead and join, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I love you all. Peace.